Recorded Books and One-Click Digital present River Season by Jim Black, narrated by Nick Landrum. One-Click Digital provides free audiobook downloads in partnership with thousands of public libraries. To see if One-Click Digital's extensive catalog is available to you, visit your library's website. And now, River Season.
Prologue. The little Wichita River isn't much of one. 4 miles north of Archer City, Texas, where the highway crosses, it's barely 20 feet across and 10 feet deep. Usually the bed is dry and cracked, and only after a hard rain does it run at all. Then it flows slow and muddy, the water turned ochre by the clay of north-central Texas. Although it drains a small portion of 3 counties, the river doesn't serve much purpose. The land is flat and mostly barren, and the rocky soil allows little growth other than some mesquites and sparse bluegrass. Some 15 miles downstream, the river empties into Lake Arrowhead, and when it's running good, catfish will leave the lake and swim upriver to feed. This usually attracts a few fishermen, but otherwise, people around here just don't pay the river much mind. As a boy, though, I spent a lot of time on the banks of that little river. I loved to fish, and even caught a few. But there was another reason. There was something about that river. Sitting on its bank and watching it gave me a good feeling. I could sit there for hours. The steady flow of the water reminded me of things past and those yet to come. The river became my friend, one who would always listen, and like a good friend, the river was dependable. I knew that in time the water would go down and its banks would be empty, but also that someday it would rain hard again and the river would return once more. I was 13 in the summer of 1966 when I first stood on its banks, and if that summer were a shirt I could wear, that muddy water would be the fabric from which it was made. That was the summer of Sam and Rose and Tick the dog, the walking man, Charles and Gary, and a skinny girl with big brown eyes and flip-flops. One night that summer, the stars fell, and one day I found the Garden of Hearts, and all summer long I learned about the River Big. I remember wishing that summer would never end, and in a way it hasn't. It changed me forever, an eternal summer, and while it began and ended with the river, it also began and ended with Sam. So shall I. Part 1. Early Summer. Chapter 1. Coot once said that life dealt Sambone a straight flush and then canceled all bets. All I knew was he was in my spot, my own private fishing spot. I watched him for a while, saw he wasn't leaving, and finally made my way down the bank. "Having any luck?" I asked. He looked up, surprised. Oh yeah, he said. "Done caught supper, working on breakfast now." He reached down and lifted up a rope stringer with 2 big catfish on it. "Dang, those are nice ones," I said. They were, too. "What'd you catch them on?" "Kidney," he said. "Best bait there is, yes, sir. You know you can get it for free down at McWhorter's food store?" "No," I said. "I've been using shrimp." He shook his head in disappointment. "Nope, that won't do. Just won't do, son. Gotta be kidney here." "I've been having a little luck here, too." "Have I got your spot?" he asked, like he was apologizing. "No, not really. I've fished here a couple of times, but I never caught anything that big." "Well, sit yourself down here and let's see if you can." I sat down beside him and started to bait my line. "Try this here," he said, handing me a piece of his bait. I placed it on my hook, and just as I was about to throw it out, he stopped me. "Hold on there," he said as he caught hold of my line. "Yep, just as I figured." "What's wrong?" I asked. "It's that sinker of yours. It ain't near big enough. You got to get a bigger one than that." "How come?" "Son, people just don't give this here river enough credit. Current's way too strong for that piddly little thing." I glanced out at the slow-moving water. "I know it don't look like it on top, but down
Sample complete. Ready to continue?